Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, two of us.
Yeah.
If Patreon is your thing, check out the link in the description below. Loads of stuff on there, starting for a bargain price of just
£1.50 a month.
Help support the channel, and there'll be something on there for you, I guarantee it.
Yep.
Check it out. Bit of donut operator.
Excellente.
Yeah, always good to watch these. Crazy woman attacks cops with a fillet knife.
Why would you? I mean, they've got guns, you've got a knife.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, not going to end well. Let's get into it.
Unlock the door! Drop the knife now! Drop it! Put the knife down!
Hi everyone, Donut here. And that last video was kind of a doozy, wasn't it? Had a lot going on last week, got a little stressy, sorry about that. But hey, guess what? We got more shootings today. Check this out real quick, I'll show you how busy it was last week. I went dove hunting with the suppressed shotgun, killed every dove in Midland, Texas, and we had UFC legend Don Fry on the Unsubscribed podcast. It was a busy week, I didn't even stream last week. I'm back to streaming this week though. Twitch and Kick, 10 a.m. Central. As I said earlier, we've got a shooting today. You know, I'll never understand it. Out of all the bad ideas floating around this planet, why do so many people insist on bringing a knife to a gunfight? What's the thought process there?
I'm invincible!
Today's incident is a perfect example. Cops pull a car over for an expired plate. Just a simple thing that cops do every day. They think it's going to be routine, and instead they get a confusing face-first trip to the ground. Yeah, this stop goes from an expired paper tag to a very shiny, very long blade in about 2 seconds flat. Let's get into this breakdown, but first a word from my sponsor. Have you ever tried a
See a
First
face
Farm
then.
meat stick?
Yeah.
Because that's my sponsor. Look, if you've seen any of my content, I'm a nerd. firstforum.com/donut. That's firstforum.com/donut. First, I want to start off with a shooting, but a whole different kind of shooting. I don't know how else to put this, but I'll say it like this. A rider on Portland's subway system got hit, stabbed, blown, whatever, with a 6-inch barbed dart from a slingshot. What the f? Yeah, a slingshot. The victim's lung collapsed, and prosecutors say the guy that shot the dart just celebrated and ran off. This happened on June 17, 2024. The footage was just released. It was on a train platform in the Rockwood area. Yes, of Portland. Let's take a look at this guy's careful Old Testament aim. Surveillance footage shows the victim walking towards the train, minding his own business, just waiting to get on. A suspect behind him fires a dart into his back and then flees the scene with a woman. Cops said they're removing the dart from anywhere but a hospital could be fatal. I understand that.
Don't pull it out.
Basically, pulling it out could have caused more damage and made things a lot worse, which I think is exactly what the suspect was trying to do. Dude, these are purpose-built Q-up darts.
Shit.
Investigators found more darts on him when he was picked up. Oh, and of course, a crack pipe. Makes sense. Prosecutors said the victim couldn't work or hold his kid for a while. That's understandable. Prosecutors also said that the dude could have died without doctors.
That's wild, isn't it?
Oh, that is absolutely shocking, isn't it?
Did you see the thing the other day? I had no sound on, so I didn't see where it was. I was watching it on my phone, and there was a guy who was injecting somebody with a needle.
Really?
He was walking up behind. It was a prank. There was nothing in it, but he was he's been jailed.
I'm not surprised.
Oh man, he'd be in front of the train if I was like.
Where was that?
Can't remember.
Was it abroad or?
I don't know. I didn't have the sound on.
Right,
so
okay.
I didn't hear any commentary or anything.
That's absolutely shocking.
But it was someone was just walking up and just injecting him with a syringe.
Yeah.
So I'll have to dig a little bit deeper and see if I can find out more about that. But I think he's been jailed.
I think so as well.
Yeah, it should be a long term as well. I don't know what he's been jailed for, but it should be a long time. At least 20 years.
That is absolutely shocking.
Yeah. Can you imagine the fear what people are going through?
Oh, it'd be absolutely huge. Yeah, it's just good as stabbing someone, isn't it? You know,
you'd have to. I don't know. I don't know what you'd do.
You'd think, well, what was in it?
Red mist would just be like mental.
I've never heard anything like that before.
No, that's crossing the
utterly
line.
bizarre.
It is crossing the line,
of course
big time.
Yeah.
So is this.
It's not a prank, is it?
Pulling out the dart correctly. The judge ended up giving the guy 70 months, which is fucking wild to me because that's attempted murder. He ended up catching serious physical injury, collapsed lung equals assault 2 territory, and there's a premeditation retaliation angle. A week earlier, the victim told the suspect to stop hitting a woman on the same train platform. The man recognized his victim and came back and shot him in the back with a dart. Moral of the story, slingshots still work and Portland is still a fucking shithole. Dude's going away for almost 6 years. The rider ended up living barely. What do you think? Fair sentence or kinda light for a collapsed lung?
Light.
In other news,
Yeah.
Doug is asleep and very cute. Next story before we hit the main breakdown. Cops roll into a Chuck E. Cheese in Florida, because Florida, man, and ends up arresting Chuck E. Cheese himself. Own credit card theft and fraud. Full suit, giant mouse head and all. According to reports,
Seen this, didn't we?
Mr.
There he goes.
Cheese himself was suspected of swiping stolen credit cards and racking up charges. Officer said they even found receipts tied to the buys.
Yeah, grab him. Get him. Grab him, quick. Don't resist. Do not
I
resist.
see him getting the kids out of the way.
Yeah.
Don't need to see this.
Go. Let your hands go.
And look, I'm human, okay? I see this isn't the best place to arrest a dude dressed as Chuck E. Cheese. This is one place we can guarantee he won't make a clean getaway wearing that big-ass suit. You f***ed up, Charles Entertainment Cheese. John C. Cheese, some might call you.
You know what? He's not wrong.
Be prepared, because what you're about to see is one of the saddest, funniest perp walks in history.
I got wide open.
Still got their head on. It's not good, that is it?
Wow.
Doesn't look real, does it? No, it just looks like a joke or a prank, doesn't it?
Then a parent trashes one of the police officers for arresting him in front of the partygoers. Look, I get it. No one wants to explain to their kid what felony fraud is between slices of pizza. But if cops have active evidence and a warrant for the guy, they gotta move in. They can't wait till after cake. Those kids are either gonna hate the police forever or think that Chuck E. Cheese is a f***ing dirtbag. Which technically Chuck E. Cheese is teaching kids how to gamble and eat shitty food. You deserve to go into cuffs. I tell you what, anytime I see a crime story starting with Chuck E. Cheese, I just think of those massive brawls that people have there. To be fair, the people arguing about Chuck E. Cheese being arrested.
Wow. Look at him going there.
Look at that.
That's
Jeez.
in the Chuck E.
in.
Cheese. Next story. Port St.
Absolutely
Joe,
shocking, man.
Florida. August 15th, 2025, 3:40 p.m. This all kicks off when a repo man calls the police. He's legally taking back a car, but the driver isn't wanting to let it go. She's slowly rolling it around the neighborhood with an expired tag, avoiding this repo man like he's the IRS, or her caseworker finally proving she's committing EBT fraud. When the officer tries to pull her over, she doesn't stop. She just kind of creeps along and even takes a sidewalk detour to avoid a block.
108 Gup, I'm behind it. You're on Avenue A. Pull the car over.
Oh.
She just tried to ram me. Back off. Where you at, 184?
Sergeant Morrison terminates the attempted stop for public safety, and officers clear the area. At around 4 p.m., police are called to a hit and run, of course, with the Ford Fusion. The victim doesn't want any charges filed, but the repo driver says that the female is still circling the block trying to avoid him. If you haven't figured it out yet, the same woman who's driving around the block trying to avoid the repo man is the same woman who's involved in this hit and run. They're having a pretty bad day.
I just want to know what in the hell's going on.
Well, I don't goddamn know. You tell me.
Well, they're trying to repossess your car.
What for?
Because they say you didn't pay for it, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. Pull up here so we're not in the middle of the road. Just pull up behind me.
Hell. They want, they can come get it, hell.
Well, they're trying to.
Get them to something,
Well,
hell.
let me-
Let it be on them, hell. I don't know. Everybody's got a goddamn choice right now. I can't tell who is who. I don't know nobody who's got a goddamn choice.
Well, don't drive off.
So I said, come get my car. I don't know.
Okay.
Sergeant Morrison spends about 15 minutes talking to her. Calm, patient, de-escalation mode. Just trying to get her to hand over the car to avoid any more problems. She refuses, won't exit, won't give up the keys. Once again, she just drives away. And once again, officers kind of let her.
I never saw it coming.
So
She's
take
in a
a
hole,
second
isn't
and
she?
realize the amount
Yeah, I
of
think
de-escalation
so.
the cops are going through right here. It's a careless woman dodging police at about 10 miles per hour every once in a while. Think what you will about it, but they are trying their damnedest to de-escalate the situation. At around 5:50 p.m., same day, a convenience store calls in another hit and run. Wouldn't you have guessed who it was? And now the repo truck has her blocked in. At the same time, another 911 caller reports reckless driving. At about 6 p.m., Sergeant Morrison and Officer Lee find the Fusion. It's parked in the 200 block of Avenue C, and now it's escalated. She's sitting in the seat holding a 16-inch long fillet style knife. That's a deadly weapon.
No, ma'am.
Sergeant Morrison takes the rear, Officer Lee covers the front, and they start working the convoy salute, drop the knife, which obviously doesn't work. That's when the other deputy arrives to assist. The passenger window gets popped and gives good access for a less than lethal option. And a taser was deployed 7 times.
Shit. Wow.
Unlock the door! Drop the knife now! Drop it!
No effect, probably not a good connection. And then it ramps up.
Put the knife down! Suspect's down. She got a taser. We did taser. She came at me with a knife.
Who's talking there?
What the hell did you expect me to do?
Is that the officer here?
She swings the knife towards the deputy through the broken window, then exits, raises it overhead, and advances on Sergeant Morrison. At that distance, 6 to 8 feet, deadly force is on the table. Morrison and Lee both open fire. The knife drops, the deputies secure it.
Put the knife down!
That is a big-ass knife. Miss Walker's 16-inch fillet-style knife was recovered. One of the craziest parts is she's upset that she was shot instead of tased.
But it's her that's shouting.
Yeah. That page, yeah.
Suspect's down.
At that point, you don't get to decide your level of response from the officers.
What the heck? This isn't my order.
She probably got cocky from being let go so many damn times. And officers, like they always do after shooting someone who was just trying to kill them, they switch back into medical mode. Tourniquets, pressure, gauze, anything to save the person who was just trying to kill them. EMS takes over, transports her. She survives with 2 gunshot wounds. Was later discharged from the hospital and taken to the Bay County Jail. She's now facing charges including aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer and resisting with violence twice. And all this because a repo man tried to take back her car. What do you think? After hours, almost an entire day of second chances, was there anything they could have done different? Anything they should have done? Should you subscribe to Donut Operator TV on YouTube? Possibly subscribe to Pepper
Yeah, I think it's with that one. She did have many opportunities.
She's
in a hole, wasn't she?
Yeah, it seemed like they let her get away with it quite a few times there because it was a hit and run anyway.
Yeah, 2.
I mean, yeah, but even after the first one, you think that's cause enough to go and arrest her and just sort of like nip it in the bud sort of thing. But the fact that she was tased like 7 times.
Yeah, the taser was deployed 7 times. It just didn't work, did it?
That's bizarre though, isn't it? That is a pretty bad failure of the equipment, isn't it?
Yeah,
because it's from close range as well though.
I don't think tasers are that reliable, are they? Because many times we've seen them on here that they've not got connection and people just stood there.
True.
And it's not, But then when they do work, they know they're good.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You think law of averages 7 times, you think one of them must work, surely.
Yeah, I've seen an incident. I don't know if you've seen it, so like scattered around on social media over the week. Some event in Manchester, some like concert, and a cop's got a guy on the floor, and some other guys run over and just booted the cop full on in the face. Ooh. As the cop's kneeling. Yeah, and just booted random guys just come up and kicked him right in the face, and everyone just stood around watching it. Yeah, people are filming it. No one's helping the cop or anything. But then one guy comes over, like I say, kicks the cop in the face. Straight away, the cop pulls out his taser, tasers the guy goes straight down.
No, does he?
The other guy who's fighting with him just surrenders straight away. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, people just stood there eating popcorn and sausages or whatever, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Like I say, just filming it, which is exactly what people do these days.
I think she was in like a bit of a mental hole.
I think so. There's definitely something going on there, wasn't there?
You can't charge at the police with a knife.
If you've got a 16-inch knife and you're like, about 6 foot away from an officer... Yeah, you've got to use lethal force. She's lucky to survive. Yeah, at least she survived. Don't wish her any harm or anything like that. But no, you can't just do that and get away. Oh, it's a huge risk, isn't it? I mean, I've tried to tase it; it's not worked. So that's probably the only sort of like option they had, the police, in the end, wasn't it? Yeah. Unfortunately, but at least she survived anyway. So
good breakdown by Donut as always.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, every time.
I hope you guys did as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.